Garage 51 over here. I hope you're having a splendid day wherever you are in the world. Guys, we're back with the 2018 Formula 2 Championship where we're driving as Lando Norris, heading to Silverstone for round number 7 of the F2 Championship. Guys, we've got a big lead over our championship rival, Alexander Albon. But guys, there's still a long way to go. There's still anything that can happen. So I'm not going to lie back and relax. I'm going to manage the pace, but I'm not going to relax because that's all that Alexander Albon needs to get himself back into this championship. And guys, heading into this episode, you guys know how I feel about Silverstone. I love the circuit. And coming to the end of practice, I actually topped the practice session. So heading into qualifying, I was really confident. And I was just really looking forward to this race. I think these F2 cars around Silverstone are going to be a blast. So, guys, without further ado, let's head straight into qualifying.
And it's time once again for qualifying here at Silverstone. And what we hope will be a well-fought contest for pole position in tomorrow's feature race.
So guys, in the pit box, ready for qualifying. Guys, please leave a like down below. It won't take you 2 seconds. I highly appreciate it. Thank you. Now guys, heading into qualifying, as you guys saw practice, we were top of the charts. And now, I want to repeat that in qualifying. But just like at F1, the AI get twin turbos instead of single turbo when it gets to qualifying, I swear. Because their pace sometimes is almost, especially in F2, sometimes their pace is like more than, okay, well you are on the harder tires, but like with the F2 tires, you get like a second to a second and a half. Sometimes these guys are 2.5, 3 seconds faster. Not all tracks, certain tracks, but still, it is quite crazy. But in any case, guys, we are heading into qualifying. Our first lap was reasonable, I'm not gonna lie. This is the start of the first lap. You really have to have big junk if you want to drive this car here at Silverstone. It's a high-speed corner track. This car does not have a lot of downforce, but sometimes you just have to trust this car and head into the corner as fast and as aggressive as possible. Like this first corner, watch here, guys. Down here, just throw the car in, then as you go through it, up into 6th gear as you go through this part. When you're driving it, it is quite nerve-wracking. But in any case, guys, let's head through this lap for our final lap. Guys, one thing, Silverstone, it's a very high-wear circuit. These tires, yeah, they wore really quickly, these medium tires. And you guys know how I feel about harder tires here at Silverstone. They don't have any grip, and it feels like you're driving a boat. But in any case, with F2, I'm not gonna have a choice because I have to drive with the tires because you only have 2 tire compounds. So yay for me! But luckily, to soothe my heart, I know I also have to drive with those atrocious tires. So I think my plan for the race is just going to be to get them off of the onto the car and off of the car as quickly as possible. So I might go for my initial race start and go onto the mediums come the end of the race, because I really just want to get off of those tires as quickly as possible. They look the most beautiful on my blue Carlin car. I have to say they look spectacular, but they still drive like complete poo. Now guys, heading to the final step, you guys can see we are struggling to match our first lap time, but guys, I messed up heavily in the final sector on my first flying lap. So I knew the time that I needed to gain was in this 3rd sector. Heading here into this very tight right hand there, guys. Get the power on as early as possible. Trust the car on the grip, like I said. You just have to know that the grip's going to be there. 2nd gear into the chicane. Bouncing the car over the curbs, left, right, and slowly to the throttle, short shift into 4 to get your foot flat to the ground and the car not to spin. And over the line, it's a 1 minute 40.9. And we have got ourselves into P2. Guys, just a quick reminder to follow me on all my social medias, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, to never be outdated when it comes to news on YouTube. Now, guys, so you guys see we are P2, 19/100ths of a second behind Alexander Albon, so close is an understatement.
As we wind down from the excitement of qualifying, here's a look at your top 3. Albon, Norris, and Jack Aitken. With qualifying complete, all that remains is the main event. We'll be live and uninterrupted for the feature race tomorrow, so make sure you join us then. And hello to everyone joining us here in Silverstone this weekend as the drivers make their final preparations for today's race. The grid is forming up and we're getting ready for what promises to be a real spectacle. 5 miles out from Towcester, this icon of British motorsport heritage comprises 18 corners over 3.6 miles of circuit. Silverstone has been through several changes over its lifetime, with the start line now leading into Abbey, a fast right-hander for turn 1. But still there, of course, is the circuit's most famous and iconic sequence of corners, starting at Maggots, turn 10. Davide, is there anything we should be looking for in today's race? The teams are all very competitive at the moment, so are we about to witness a push from anyone in particular?
Hi Alex, the team will have been studying everyone else out there very carefully, so I think we are in for a very interesting event today. I can't wait to see how this race unfolds.
With that then, let's run through the grid order. Alexander Albon has a clear track ahead of him today. He starts in pole position with Lando Norris alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Aitken, Sete Camara, Artem Markelov, and De Vries, Delatraz, Russell, Latifi, Nerey Fukuzumi, Giotto, Cuoco, Maximilian Gunter, and Makino, Meri, Galeo, Boccalacci, and Alessio Lurandi. Maney and Nico Kari completes the grid. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track.
Right, let's be patient going into turn 1. We want to be in a good position for the rest of the race. Good luck.
Thank you, Jeff. We are going to go guns blazing for this race. Guys, like I said, I'm going to swap my tyre strategy, starting off on those terrible hards, ending on mediums. So we're going to go aggressive to the end. Let's go, baby. And enjoy the formation lap. Jam with me.
Okay, how was the pull away? You'll have a bit more grip than that on the start, but we need to run the tyres properly now. Make sure you get some heat into the brakes as well.
On the grid, on the front row for the British feature race, of the F2 Championship, guys, as we head to 5 red lights. The 2 championship rivals, Albon and myself as Norris on the front row. Go, go, go! It's a very mediocre start from myself, but guys, look at Jack Aitken in that little ART. Is it Jack Aitken or George Russell? I think it's Jack Aitken. In any case, he jumps us going through the first 2 corners. Guys, I knew these guys were going to trump me when it got to tire grip, but only till about lap 4, lap 5, then my hearts were going to come into play. So if I could just stick behind Alexander Albon, or at least just keep P2, I was going to have enough time come the end of the race to actually push him and actually try and go for the win. But guys, I've got myself into P2. These tires look fantastic and beautiful on the Scar, but oh my great goodness, their grip is very, very bad. And the car, now it drives the Formula 2 car, feels like a Formula 3 car. Seriously. Yuck. It is just bad. It is very, very bad. But in any case, guys, nothing happened those first 2 laps. I actually kept the guys behind me, and Albon just, he got like 2-3 tenths a lap on me. So he did have a substantial lead heading into the pit stop phases. It's lap 5. I actually caught him on this lap. Even him going for his end lap and pushing hard. Their tires were just falling off of the cliff. So I've been released into the lead, into clean air, and now I've got to be captain consistency to make sure that I actually just manage my tires and just that I keep Albon at bay with him being on these very bad tires but new ones. I just have to make sure he doesn't take out more than like 2 seconds on me on this new strategy of his. Oh guys, Jack Aitken is going to get held up in the pits very badly. That is such bad news for poor old Jack Aitken. He is my go-to guy for the 2019 F2 cars. Oh guys, by the way, this race was just before the 1.12 update. I've got the 2019 F2 cars. You guys will see a video on those really shortly. Just so to let you guys know, because I know everybody's going crazy about the 2019 F2 cars that were released into the game. The 1.12 update, beautiful update. The cars look fantastic. And now, the year I've started watching F2 like a serious fan, the cars are here. So I'm very happy. So guys, as you guys see, even on lap 6, I can still get purple sectors out of my car. I've got the fastest lap at this stage. So I was really managing my tires like a boss. And I know I'm milking my own cow. I'm a little bit, I'm putting myself a little bit up there. I'm not a really egotistical guy, guys, but when I do good, I like to compliment myself. So I felt like I was driving a very, very good race. I was doing exactly what I needed to do. So I was really feeling good about myself. Guys, also, what I wanted to say when I mentioned captain consistency being myself, guys, you guys are not gonna like me, but I am not a superhero movie fan, not at all. But this is like a little bit of a hidden message for my girlfriend, just so by the way, guys, I've watched the very first. Look, let me just quickly tell you guys a story. Just a quick story before we get back to the racing. I watched the trailer of Infinity War, Marvel Infinity War. Loved it. And when I told my girlfriend I actually want to give superhero movies a chance, the first thing she told me was, you cannot watch Infinity War if you don't watch all the other movies, otherwise you will not understand 90% of the jokes. I get like a little bit of a preaching session from her, and I crawled into my shell a little bit, but I know she meant well. But still, I was really disappointed. So now I've got like 80,000 movies to watch before I can get to Infinity War and Endgame. But in any case, what I wanted to say about Captain Consistency, the reason I got the idea for Captain Consistency is I recently watched the first Captain America movie with my girlfriend, and I never, like I said, guys, I don't like superheroes, but of Marvel, Captain America, and if I really have to be honest, what other heroes do I not like? Captain America, Iron Man is quite cool. He's cool. He's one huge robot. What's not cool about that? Hulk is cool. Doctor Strange Doctor Strange. Oh, that guy irritates me. But in any case, Captain America was one that I really didn't look forward to because I thought it was just going to be a very boring movie, and I actually liked it. So that's where the idea of Captain Consistency came from, because I watched Captain America and I liked it. So I am Captain Consistency for the feature race here at Silverstone. That is so cringy, but I do not care. Guys, it's time to fight. We came up behind Alexander Albon. We've got 3 laps to go, 3 1/4 laps to go of this British feature race, well, the Silverstone feature race, and we are catching Alexander Albon, trying to go for a move. That's very late on the brakes onto the... Oh boy, that was very late onto the brakes. Going for the inside move on Albon, that was a little bit not good from my side, But yeah, I backed out of that when I saw it was not going to work, guys. Now, back just one lap later, lap 13 or 15. We've got the overspeed this time on Alexander Albon. We've got the superior grip. We go to the inside for the move. Third gear. Get the car to turn in. Albon keeps his car on the outside. I give him a squeeze, but he stays there. He's not giving up on this. Onto the brakes, heading into the final chicane. Albon's got the inside, and he still defends P1. Guys, Albon is motivated to get ahead of me in this championship. It is clear about that. GG's Alexander Albon. I did not expect that move. Not even a little. Damn, son, damn. Guys, 2 laps to go. Lap 14 or 15. We have to get something going for ourselves here. You guys can see, heading into the corner, my grip is just so much more superior than Albon's. Guys, those hard tires, they are really, really bad. Like, yeesh. And when they start falling off like this, at this stage of the race, you can just as well drive on the rims. I think you'll be faster. But in any case, heading into... guys, I forgot the Silverstone quarter names already. I am a big nincompoop. But in any case, guys, I think that's Lutfield, if I'm not mistaken. But in any case, heading down the straight, we've got DRS open again. It's the end of lap 14, guys. We've got, oh, it's a guy for a move. We've got a little bit more than a lap to get this done. We put our car right ahead of Alexander Albon. We run wide on purpose to make sure we block him off. But now he's on the outside, heading into the chicane. Albon, just give up. Oh, man. Guys, we have taken the lead with 1 lap to go. But guys, now I know Albon is going to switch on the twin turbo kit, and even though he's on the bad tires, he's going to make sure he stays with me. I know how it works by now. I know. So now I've got to defend.
Gap on the car behind by around a second a lap.
How the hell do I pull out a second a lap? I think he might be talking about Maximo. I think he might be talking about Sergio. Yeah, I think he's talking about Sergio Sete Camera, guys, because that was a really quick overtake. But in any case, guys, we've got 2/3 of the lap to go. We are through sector 1. Well, we're going to end sector 1 now. So we've got 2/3 of a lap to go. Guys, we've defended there. Final time we need to defend. You guys see we pull out of the slipstream. He's got DRS on us, does Albon. He's coming, he's closing. We defend the inside. Onto the brakes quite early to get the car turned in time. We park the car on the apex, and there is nothing that Alexander Albon can do about this. Guys, we are going to come across the line to finish the feature race in P1. This was one hell of a race. Captain Consistency reigns supreme. Let's go, baby!
Absolutely fantastic. It's a brilliant result. Well done.
Brilliant stuff from Carlin today. What a superb victory. Tell me, Davide, what was the key to this success?
Although the Formula 2 cars are all the same spec, the winner just looked better out there. It would have been a combination of getting those tires up to running temperature faster and driving to the condition on track. They made it look easy out there today.
And there you have it, today's winners. Having raised some of the biggest names in F1 to date, Carlin have once again shown their expertise when it comes to recruiting new talent. No doubt today's winners have a bright future ahead of them. They certainly deserve it after today's performance. Davide Valsecchi
To get a reputation for solid, consistent driving, and he definitely delivered on that reputation today.
And here's how things are shaping up in the Teams Championship. Carlin have extended their lead at the top of the standings. Goodbye for now then, but we really are just getting started. Make sure you join us again for Lights Out tomorrow. Welcome back for the final event of the weekend, the sprint race. Here, the top 8 from yesterday's feature race are reversed to make up the grid below us. And in just a few minutes, those drivers will be hurtling down into turn 1. Alongside me today, I'm delighted to welcome back to the commentary box the 2012 GP2 champion, Davide Valsecchi. There looks to be a challenging race ahead of the drivers today, Davide. With that in mind, what are you looking out for today?
Well, Alex, I want to see how the drivers at the back of the grid are going to roll down. They'll need to make an impact in the early stages, and they're probably hoping for a bit of luck at the start. We may see some bold maneuvers out there today.
You should have some space going into the first corner, so try to keep it tidy.
Hey, vey. Guys, I know we just came off with the win, but first of all, it's gonna rain here, so maybe the intermediates will be a blessing in disguise. But we're gonna have to run this race on the hard tires. Guys, if it doesn't rain, I'm just staying out on the hards. To pit for mediums would be stupid. But I do not want to drive on the hard tires. I know everybody else is going to, but still, they suck. Oh boy. Okay, I'm done complaining. I am done complaining. It is now time for the sprint race. The final race here at Silverstone. Let's see if we can get this car into the top 5, and maybe, just maybe, we can pull off a podium here today. But it's easier said than done, especially around Silverstone, as you guys saw how much I struggled to overtake Albon in the feature race. 5 red lights, they are out, and it's go, go, go for the sprint race here at Silverstone. Guys, it's Nicholas Latifi and Nick de Vries on the front row, with Artem Markelov going around the outside of Nicholas Latifi. Beautiful move from Artem Markelov, but Nick de Vries, the 2019, once again, oh well, for the first time, congratulations Nick de Vries for winning the Russian Grand Prix this weekend. He is the 2019 F2 World Champion, but here we are still in F2 in 2018 timeline. So, Nick de Vries is leading the way from Artem Markelov, the ruthless Russian, who is leading the way from Nicholas Latifi in P3. Guys, heading into this first bottle lap, not really much happened. Now jumping back onto the POV of our championship rival, Alexander Albon, to see what Albon did on the start. You guys can see once again, these guys get an absolutely stonking start. I walk down at the line, and now I'm under pressure from guys out of the top 8. Guys, remember sprint race rules, only the top 8 get points, and the top 8 of the feature race get swapped around for the sprint race. So P1 goes to P8, P2 to P7. You guys get the drill. You are not a dummy, so you can grasp that concept. But as you guys see, we actually get past Alexander Albon, and I think that was Jack Aitken. Heading into the turn 1, 2, 3. So we have gotten ourselves up into 1, 2, 3, 4. Guys, I couldn't count it quick enough. Was it just Albon that we do a double move or a single move? I didn't see that. It might have just been Albon. No, we are in P7. Yes, we are in P7. So actually, we did we did definitely only make a move on Albon. There we go, guys. I've quickly made a move on. Who is that actually? I'm not sure who that is, but okay. We made a move on somebody. I think it might be Luca Giotto that we made the move on. And now we are going after our teammate Sergio Sete Camera up the inside. You guys can see I love this first corner move. Oh, that's a little bit late onto the brakes. I nearly run into the back. I think that's Louis Delatraz. I nearly run into the back of him. But we still keep the car under control, and everything is going absolutely splendid. Heading into the second part of the lap, guys. Turn the car in over the little crest, and you guys see we are in P5, and who is actually ahead of me? I need to use my personal POV more for the F2 races because I still don't know the F2 2018 drivers as good. I know Nicholas Latifi is in third, so now we're going to be fine. Whoever that was, let's just say for argument's sake that was Louis Delatraz. We passed him, and now heading on to lap 7, it is the turn of Nicholas Latifi. Guys, we are right behind him. He's defending on the inside very fiercely. On the outside, bounce the car over the curbs. Well, not bounce the car, I wouldn't want to say dribble the car over the curbs. Around the outside of Nicholas Latifi. It's a beautiful move, and we have got ourselves actually on the podium.
Good job, nice overtake.
Thank you, Jeff. I thought it was going to be hard to actually get this car onto the podium. I'm not lying, guys, but we're doing it, and I feel I've got the pace to potentially win this race. So we really need to go for it. We can't play around. Let's just go in and try and take this away from Markelov, and actually Luca Giotto is leading. So it was not Nick de Vries. So the other car that looked like that was the car that I overtook was Nick de Vries, and this is Luca Giotto. Oh, okay. But guys, we are going side by side with Artem Markelov. Oh, yeah, with Artem Markelov. I nearly said Latifi. And side by side, we open up DRS. We've got the DRS. We go ahead of Artem Markelov, and now we are going to try and chase down Luca Giotto to try and take this win from what country is Luca Giotto from? Actually, now that I think about it. Oops, I do not know. But it's not the end of the world. In any case, guys, oh, there's a little bit of a slide coming out of I think it's Laffield, the Laffield hairpin. If I'm wrong, just bombard me in the comments, it's fine. But in any case, guys, Artem Oklov is trying to get back at me as we head through Cops. I think it's Cops, I might be mistaken. But guys, he's trying to go for a move. And he is right, he's not... No! No, 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 no! Whoa, the wall!
Are you okay? That was a big one. Confirm you're okay, please.
No! You absolute idiot! Was he half a car alongside me? No, he was not! He needed to back out of that move. Damn it! Guys, he was not half a car length alongside me. The rules of the FIA state, if you're not half a car length alongside your rival, you have to back out of it. Look here. His front wheel was alongside my rear left. That is not my mistake. I had the privilege of the line. He needed to back out of that. Oh my word. Guys, I can't believe it. We are out of the Silverstone sprint race. We are out. I'm speechless. I'm speechless. Luckily, Markelov's not going to get any points because I literally took him to the back of the field.
So I expect they fixed whatever the problem was.
Whatever, Jeff. It doesn't matter. I'm not in the race anymore. I can't believe it.
Brilliant stuff from Campos today. What a superb victory. And I have to wonder, Davide Valsecchi, just what set them apart from the competition here.
I think this race was won thanks to the tire management. You have to remember, it's not just about going as fast as you can, it's about consistency. It's about maintaining your speed over an entire race distance. So being able to keep the lap time competitive while still respecting the tires, that's where they won today.
So then, it's time to see how this result affects the Drivers' Championship. It was not the best weekend for our championship leader, and their advantage at the top has been reduced. Now then, Davide Valsecchi, who would you say was your driver of the day?
Well, you've put me in a bit of tight spot today, but I think I'll go for Arjan Maini. He kept a cool head under pressure and made the most of some difficult circumstances.
And now a look at the team standings. It was a tough race for our championship leaders, who lose ground at the top of the table. There will be plenty more twists and turns to come this season. I hope you'll join us at the next race when Formula 2 returns.
Guys, not the most splendid end. Alexander Albon got points on me. We've still got a 39-point gap, but that is not the way I wanted to end my weekend at Silverstone. And guys, that's actually the first major crash we've had on the F1 2019 game. But oh guys, this is actually the highlights of the feature race, so please enjoy in the background. But guys, I'm gutted. You guys saw there that Artem had to back out of that move. I was not wrong there by any means, and you can actually disagree with me in the comments if you want, but I will literally show you guys the rule if you don't believe me. If one of your front tires is not literally, if you guys look at my car, you guys see that little badge in the middle of the side pod? It looks like a little shooting star. I actually know that's some sort of sports brand, but I can't remember now. Basically, that's the area. If the guy that's trying to overtake you, one of his front wheels is not alongside that part of the car, he has to back out of the move. That's an FIA rule, a certified FIA rule. So yeah, I'm not even going to show you guys the highlights of the sprint race because if you retire, you don't have highlights. So yeah, oh god, and that was a hefty crash. You guys saw I tried to keep the car under control, but at that speed, we near 300 kilometers an hour as we head into Maggots and Beckett's, and there was nothing I could do. Absolutely nothing I could do, and Artem Markelov cost me a sprint race win at one of my favorite tracks. So I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I'm mad, but it's not gonna help to stay mad. But guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Please leave a like down below, hit the subscribe, don't forget to ding the bell, and please just love you guys. See you next time. Yeah!